She said, I really like your poetry. Her words became music, a gentle symphony. Like a breeze touching roses in bloom. Her voice lit candles in my room. She said, I really like your rhyme. As if my soul had stopped in time. Her eyes, soft stars in midnight's glow, told me secrets only the heart could know. She said, I really like the way you write. It feels like dawn chasing away the night. Her laughter fell like drops of rain, healing every hidden pain. I listened, trembling, filled with fire. Her praise became my one desire. To write, to dream, to weave, to sing. To crown her soul with endless spring. She said, I really like your lines. Like golden rivers, like sacred signs. And in her smile, I saw the skies. A paradise in her gentle eyes. I thought, was it just simple speech? Or the touch of love within my reach? Every word she softly gave carved a memory I longed to save. She said, I really like your art. And her voice beat softly in my heart. Each letter became a flame of gold. Each stanza a story yet untold. I wrote of oceans, I wrote of sand. I wrote of stars that blessed the land. But nothing shone as true, as free, as when she whispered those words to me. She said, I really like your voice. It makes my lonely heart rejoice. And in that moment, I knew it true. My poems were born to reach her too. She said, I really like your gentle song. It makes my spirit feel so strong. The way you weave the clouds with words feels like the freedom of soaring birds. She said, I really like the way you dream. Your verses flow like a shining stream. In every rhyme, my soul can see the quiet truth of destiny. Her praise became a crown of light that turned my darkness into bright. No jewel, no throne, no silver key could match the gift she gave to me. She said, I really like your heart. Your poems reveal the tender part. They speak of love, of faith, of pain, of morning sun and gentle rain. I answered softly with my pen. I'll write for you again, again. For every smile you let me keep, I'll build a verse both strong and deep. She said, I really like your art of flame. Your words will never be the same. They hold a mirror, pure and true, that shows the soul in shades of blue. I wondered, did she truly see the poet hiding deep in me? Or did her kindness paint the sky with colors that will never die? She said, I really like the way you feel. Your letters breathe, your wounds can heal. They wrap the broken in gentle thread and give the weary hope instead. Her voice became my secret prayer. Her presence lingered in the air. Each stanza grew because of her. My lines turned bright, my thoughts grew pure. She said, I really like your rhyme of truth. It holds the courage of endless youth. It speaks of journeys, far and near, of hope, of trust, of love sincere. And in her words, I found my name, my soul, my fire, my hidden flame. Her single phrase lit endless skies and wrote forever in my eyes. She said, I really like the way you see. The world becomes alive to me. Your metaphors are wings of fire. They lift the soul, they climb much higher. She said, I really like your gentle tone. It feels like I am not alone. Your words, a shelter from the storm. A quiet place, a tender fawn. I felt her spirit near my own. Like desert winds through fields had blown. Her presence painted skies anew. With every word she softly drew. She said, I really like your silent tears. The way you speak of buried fears. Your verses bleed, yet heal the night. They turn the dark to gentle light. Her voice, a candle in my chest, made restless shadows fall to rest. And all my pain began to glow, as flowers bloom through winter snow. She said, I really like your endless song. It teaches right, it rights the wrong. The way your ink becomes a prayer. I see the heavens written there. I trembled softly at her grace. The universe shone in her face. No muse, no dream, no guiding star was ever brighter than you are. She said, I really like your soul. Your poetry makes the broken whole. Each letter dances, each verse is free. It carries love eternally. I promised her, my heart, my time, that every breath would form a rhyme. For every smile her lips bestow, I'll write 1,000 lines to show. She said, I really like your way with pain. It falls like soft and healing rain. You make the sorrow sweet to bear by lacing love within the air. Her words became my destiny. A vow of love, a melody. I knew that even if I fall, her gentle praise had said it all. She said, I really like your endless art. It shows the beating of your heart. The stars themselves would bow to see the truth you write so fearlessly. And in her gaze I found my place. A holy light, a soft embrace. Her single phrase, both pure and true, became the song my heart once knew. She said, I really like the way you write. It makes the shadows turn to light. Your verses whisper to the sky. They make the broken learn to fly. She said, I really like your gentle art. It carries love from heart to heart. Like rivers flow, like oceans meet. Your stanzas fall both soft and sweet. I held her praise inside my chest. Her words became my place of rest. No jewel of gold, no earthly prize could shine as bright as her soft eyes. She said, I really like your dream of fire. Your poems lift my soul much higher. They call the stars, they stir the sea. They wake the sleeping soul in me. I wondered then, does she not know? Her voice creates the words that flow. Each time she speaks, my pen is free. Her presence writes my poetry. She said, I really like your gentle pain. It sings like song, it falls like rain. It tells the truth without disguise. It paints the tears behind the eyes. Her words became a holy prayer, a blessing written in the air. And though the night was cold and long, her whisper turned it into song. She said, I really like the way you feel. Your lines are wounds that start to heal. You make the silence come alive. You help the wounded heart survive. I bowed to love, I bowed to fate. Her simple words made sorrow great. For every scar I ever knew, she turned it into something new. She said, I really like your flowing streams. Your poetry is built of dreams. It paints the dawn, it crowns the skies. It shows the truth behind disguise. Her voice, like silver, soft and clear, made heaven's gate seem very near. And though I feared my soul was small, her kindness lifted over all. She said, I really like your voice of flame. It burns yet heals, it's never tame. It tells of longing, loss, and grace. It holds the memory of a face Her words became the wine I drink. They shaped the letters of my ink. And even if the stars would fall, her phrase would be my all in all. She said, I really like the way you sing. Your poems have a secret wing. They fly through silence, cross the sky. They teach the soul it need not die. She said, I really like your tender word. It feels like songs I've never heard. It folds the pain, it lights the way. It turns the darkest night to day. Her voice became my poet's flame. Her praise a crown, her smile a name. And though the world may fade from view, her single phrase remains so true. She said, I really like your sacred art. It carries whispers from the heart. Like desert winds, like ocean tide. It speaks of love you cannot hide. I told her softly, you must see. These words exist because of thee. You are the fountain, you are the star. The ink, the dream of who we are. She said, I really like your endless streams. They flow like fire, they glow like dreams. Your stanzas walk, your lines can dance. They hold the soul in sweet romance. Her smile became a holy light. It blessed the morning, kissed the night. And every breath my heart could take was for the poetry she'd awake. She said, I really like your gentle pain. The way you turn it into rain. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't break. It grows the flowers by the lake. Her kindness carved my destiny. Her voice became eternity. And though the stars may dim one day, her words will never fade away. She said, I really like your voice of flame. It heals the lost, it lifts the lame. It makes the hopeless rise again. It wipes the tears, it ends the pain. I bowed my spirit at her feet. Her phrase was simple, soft, and sweet. Yet in those words the heavens grew, and every sky was born anew. She said, I really like your poetry. And in that moment, I was free. For love had spoken, pure and clear. The world itself drew gently near. She said, I really like the way you dream. Your poetry flows like a golden stream. It carries hope, it lifts the soul. It makes the broken spirit whole. She said, I really like your gentle night. Your words are lanterns full of light. They keep the weary safe and warm. They guard the heart from any storm. Her praise became my dearest song. A melody that made me strong. No choir of angels ever knew a phrase so soft, so pure, so true. She said, I really like your endless flame. It burns with love, it speaks my name. Your verses glow, they never die. They build a ladder to the sky. I answered her with trembling voice. You are the reason, you are my choice. My lines are born from what you give. Without your love, I could not live. She said, I really like your beating heart. It shows itself in all your art. The ink, the paper, every line becomes a prayer, becomes divine. Her eyes, to stars in endless space, lit every stanza with their grace. And as she spoke, the night stood still. The universe bent to her will. She said, I really like your voice of fire. It lifts me up, it takes me higher. Your verses move, your letters shine. They turn the dust of earth to wine. Her whisper filled my soul with peace. Her words were balm, her love release. And though the ages fade away, her single phrase will always stay. She said, I really like your poetry. And in that moment, she set me free. A poet's soul was crowned by love, blessed by the stars that shine above. She said, I really like your gentle song. I've waited for your heart so long. And as her voice caressed the air, I found my heaven written there. She said, I really like your endless rhyme. It dances softly out of time. And in her smile, I saw it clear. My destiny was standing here. So now I write, both night and day, for every word she chose to say. And though the world may fade to dust, her praise remains my sacred trust. She said, I really like your poetry true. And everything I write is you. For every line, for every part. She is the ink inside my heart.